Hello guys, how are you? Today I thought I would go out in the forest and see if I can find some mushrooms. And first of all, you must be thinking, wow, she's wearing a really big, thick sweatshirt and a hat. It must be really cold in Sweden. It's not. My hair just looks terrible and I'm pregnant, so nothing fits me. This is my outfit for today. I know, it's beautiful. And yeah, like I was saying, we are going into the forest and seeing if we can find some mushrooms. But I'm actually hoping that I will not find too many Trattkantarell mushrooms. If you've been looking at my Instagram, you would have seen that I've already caught a lot of them this year. And I really don't need more right now. But I would be kind of hoping to find some Cantareller, which are the completely yellow ones. You'll see. Oh, there's a Marvin. Hey Marvin. Hey Cooper. Vad säger du? Hej! Ska du följa med mig till skogen? Ska du det? Come! So, that's what we're gonna do today. I'm just gonna turn off the camera for a little bit until I'm actually in the forest because, yeah, it's kind of hard to walk around the trees like this. So guys, we are now in the forest. I've gotten through all that super bushy area because, like I said, not easy to walk around with a camera through that. Marvin is also here. And I just thought I would show you what Trattkantareller look like in case we don't find any more, though I doubt we won't find any considering how many I've found. I know I will find some here that I can show to you so that you can see what they look like. Oh, there's an Ashford. So there, those little ones, that is Trattkantareller. They don't always look like that, they grow. As you can see, these are still pretty tiny, so I'm not gonna pick those. I don't pick any small mushrooms. Here are some slightly larger ones, and yeah, I'm also not gonna pick these. They are too small, and like I said, I have a lot of these kinds of mushrooms. I will only pick them if I find really big ones. And here are some even bigger Trattkantareller. As you can see, they vary a lot in color, but they're pretty easy to find because all of them will have this hole in the middle and they will be yellow underneath. And their color ranges from like this dark brown to a pretty light brown. They're pretty easy to spot. I'm gonna pick this one, this one, this one, and that one. Here is a really big Trattkantarell, and this is what they look like when they grow properly. As you can see, there's still the hole in the middle, they're still yellow in the bottom, very light brown on the top. Hello, Ashford. And yeah, they're pretty hard to mistake for something else. There are other mushrooms that are pretty similar to these, but they don't have a hole in the middle. Do check out online if Trattkantareller grow in your region, because if they do, I really recommend them. They're super tasty and pretty easy to find once you've found your first one. So yeah, I found a few here that are pretty decent in size, but right now I want to tell you something else that I do with my mushrooms. Whenever I pick them, I don't just like take them like this. I always cut off this little bottom part because that is gonna save you a lot of time when you clean them, because cleaning mushrooms is not fun. Needful! While I'm down on the ground cleaning and picking the mushrooms that I've found, I never just sit there and look at the mushrooms that I've already found. I look around me because if you found one, cats. Usually, if you find one, you will find more around it. And as proof of that, I'm just sitting here and there is one. Then over there, you can see a few. Over there are a couple more. Over there are some growing. Oop, there. So as you can see, if you just keep an eye out while you're actually on the ground looking for them, they're pretty easy to spot. It's when you're standing up that they can be a bit hard because then they're brown and they kind of blend in with everything else. So yeah, I'm just gonna pick the bigger ones that I see around here and move on, because I really want to find some Cantareller and not just Trattkantareller. So yeah, let's move on. Fire to Ashford. The cats are being really bothersome because Marvin is being an asshole. He's over there, and he's just running after Ashford. So, psst, hey! Duh. Sorry about that. He has a way of being playful that other cats don't really appreciate as much as maybe he does. So I've already found quite a bit of the kinds that I didn't want to find, and I haven't even found one Cantarell, which is what I'm looking for. So I'm actually gonna give up on this side, and I'm gonna walk back in the other direction, because there is a spot there that I have found Cantareller before, not too long ago. They were pretty small. Maybe they've grown now, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go back. I guess this is a really bad year for Cantareller, because I find a lot of Trattkantareller but zero Cantareller. I think I found a total of like 5 or 6 this year, so not a lot. Here's something I love about the forest. There's actually a ton of little paths in the forest, and it would kind of make you think that people are walking here a lot, but they're really not. This is all made by deer. And that makes my life a lot easier, because then I have a way to walk through the forest without having to get stuff stuck in my head all the time. I think that is it for today. I'm gonna give up now because I have not found one Cantarell. I have found quite a bit of Trattkantareller, and even then I didn't catch that many because my house is full of them. My house is right there. I don't know if you can see it through the trees. So yeah, let's just walk home, then maybe I can show you some of the mushrooms that I have picked before, and all of the ones that I have dried already, and all the ones that are drying, and all of that good stuff. Ashford, Marvin, come! I guess the cats don't want to come. They're gonna be forest cats from now on. That's it. Goodbye, Ashford. Goodbye, Marvin. I'm just kidding. They do walk home on their own. They walk in the forest all the time. I have no problem leaving them there. And they come home after a while. It's fine. This is my clothing hanger thing full of mushrooms. My mushroom dehydrator full of mushrooms. And this doesn't look like much, but when I put this to dry, it was so overfull because they're like this size and then they go down to like that size. And then I have those 2 jars full of dried mushrooms. This jar full of dried mushrooms. Basically, I have a lot of dried mushrooms. I really didn't need more Trattkantareller, and it's a shame that I didn't find any Kantarell today. But yeah, maybe next time. I really hope that you liked this video, and if you did, please leave a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to, and I hope to see you back again next time. Bye!